Yeah, so just because it's morning, I am gonna record with my hat because it was a very particular morning. We woke up early as usual. Well, people woke me up when he transferred himself from his room to my room at 3 a.m. I usually leave him like a little gift, welcoming gift to my bed, a little short, a short chaser of the bottle milk, formula, you know, just so he can jump in and fall asleep immediately or as fast as possible. And yeah, so he's just like a chaser, and that's all. That's all we do. He sometimes goes at like 6 a.m. Some other times 5. Yesterday was 3 a.m. But he was I in other words, I had to change him. I had to change him at 3 a.m. I had to completely change him into a new set of PJs. So then we went back. I couldn't sleep. Then at 7 he woke up and he was hungry. So we did our usual. I'm letting him cook the eggs right now. Like he just likes to whip them, you know, 2 eggs. Now he wants three, and it's like that. He starts whipping, and he needs to be a little bit careful, but it's a healthy routine, father and son routine, and all's good in that department. Then took him to school. Mom went to work. I am recording right now after all that shebang, and having my second cup of coffee, and, and it's 10. It's 10. It's 10. So yeah, we're gonna talk about a film that we saw yesterday. Finally, we were able to turn on the TV and tune our selected streaming service and pick a film. And this was Sean Price Williams, The Sweetest. Great film that I wanted to see on the big screen. I know it was playing recently on the Beverly in a double bill with Red Rocket, I believe, and that's something that I would have loved to go to. And you should definitely try and go watch it on the big screens if it's still there, if it's still available. And I need to remind yourselves to go to the movies. And there's no excuse if you have no kids. I have two kids, so I can't go as often as I would like. I know I'm going on the 16th to a very special screening that we'll talk about soon. And if you don't have kids and you have a full time job, there's no excuse. You should go to the movies, watch them on the big screen. Cinema, whatever, multiplex, whatever you guys want to call it right now. Healthy habit. More healthy habits. More healthy habits. Amazing breakthrough performance. I don't know. She was in West Side Story. She was in Matilda the musical. Talia Ryder. Talia Ryder. A Star Is Born. Such a great actor. She carries the film effortless. Super fun performance. I really liked her. Somehow I thought she was Winona Ryder's daughter. Somehow, Not really. She's not, but I don't know. I just love the way she conduct herself through the whole film. Very secure, very confident of herself, her qualities. She has a lot of physical weapons and very nuanced performance. Super sometimes, you know, a lot of dark humor and a lot of irony and yeah, it was great. She was great. She was great in the film, and I was like, is she going to carry this whole film? Because there's a lot of stuff. The film is about a girl that is on a school trip, like senior high school trip in Washington D.C., and then she just like escapes that reality, escapes that environment, and she goes and she meets different people that take her through a journey around the East Coast, let's say Washington, New Jersey, New York, upstate Connecticut or whatever, and then so it's and in the meantime she meets people in different types of tribes, you know, different types of tribes. And it's funny, I say tribes because the poster of the film was sort of like the that George Washington in the boat, like he's conquering or discovering or taking whatever land. I don't remember the name exactly. He was emulating that, but with these teenagers, and that's why I say tribes. Because then first she meets Earl Cave's character. He's a punk, and great. I love when Earl Cave shows up in a film because it reminds me of "It's Not the End of the Fucking World" or "The End of the Fucking World." This show on Netflix, one of the shows that I like the most on Netflix, "The End of the Fucking World," and also his dad. I am like a fan of Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds and Earl Cave. Wishing him a great career because he has an interesting way of choices, and he always plays fun characters. And this punk guy, it's so funny, and they want to they want to go and like sabotage or like take over this neo-Nazi or extreme right gathering that's happening in the woods in Trenton or whatever, and they cannot find it, which I think is hilarious. But Lillian, Talia's character, she does find her, and she meets Simon Rex characters, and Simon Rex character takes her to another place, and Simon Rex, amazing out of character performance. If you watch Simon Rex's like other films like Bottle Rocket, wow, Red Rocket, and yeah, it's early, 10 a.m. Great. Simon Rex destroys it. I think he gained so much. I don't want to say confidence because I don't know him personally, and I don't want to say he wasn't confident before, but he gained like this. He's like, and I don't want to say comfortable either because it's not like he was uncomfortable, but I can see him that he's having fun taking on these new characters. Like this is a college teacher, professor, and he goes to these events of neo-Nazi or like extreme right things, and it's super fun. It's super great, and they have this sort of like Lolita sort of short story that they're doing, but with yeah, it's super Lolita for sure. And he gets manipulated by Lillian's. That's Talia's character, and it's great. It's great. It's great. Details, the way it's shot, Sean Price Williams, mostly known, he's a cinematographer, he's an actor, he's a director. Mostly known, he's a cinematographer of Good Time, the Safdie film with Robert Pattinson. And Benny Safdie's breakthrough performance for sure. And he's great. The film is great. A lot of cameos. Ayo Edebiri with Jeremy O'Harris form like a director's producer type of team, and they cast her walking in New York. They cast Lillian, and she goes into another. And the actor, of course, is Jacob Elordi because he's the actor of our times. And people say that he's the last superstar. I don't know about that. And it's great. He plays this awesome British actor, and it's very fun cameo, and yeah, super super nice. An hour and 44 minutes, maybe. It's on Hulu. And I'm happy that we were able to watch it. My wife was like, I have nothing to do tonight. I am done with work. And I was like, I'm a non union actor. I'm always free. And so we watched a film. And it was fun. It feels great to feel normal. It feels great. It feels great. So, yeah, watch that film. If it's playing somewhere in your cities, go and watch it. Super, super cool. Plus, I heard that I didn't miss anything about the NBA Game 1 game, so we didn't watch that. And it's all good. All super, super good. This is the Stefandiao with an accent today. Super short and sweet, like the Sweet East. Go watch more films. It feels great and liberating to talk about movies, and to be here flexing my English muscles in my jaw and chin and cheeks. We're gonna talk more about it. Maybe an album. Maybe an album. Maybe we'll talk about an album or music next Friday. I'm sorry that I wasn't here last Friday. This is an important message that I wanted to say. I take this talking to you guys. It's very important to me, and I know that I wasn't here on last Friday. We were on location in San Diego, working on a job, and. And so we were unable because I had to travel Thursday afternoon. We went by train in San Diego. I talk about the train. I think I posted a bit of stories about the train. We were going through Anaheim, and I was already like 4 beers deep. And I don't have that much stamina right now for drinking. So I started to, when I saw the big A, I started to do the Angels. Joseph Gordon-Levitt characters, Angel, calling the Angels for the Anaheim because they were playing my Yankees, and it didn't help. It didn't help, but we tried, and that's what we can do. That's what we can do. We went by train. We went then to San Diego. We went to Old Town. We had some beers there as well. We worked. We did our job, and then we went back to the beers, and it feels great to have just little Mexican beers. And I was like, sorry, this is the first time that I'm on the West Coast, and this is the first time that I'm in San Diego. So I was talking to a person, and the super cool dude from San Diego. He's a local. He was in the crew, part of the crew. He was telling me that we're 20 minutes away from TJ, and I'm like, TJ Maxx, and he's like, no, Tijuana, and I'm like, oh, cool. Okay. It makes sense because there's no reason why you would tell a person you just met that you're 20 minutes away from a TJ Maxx. So I was like, okay, Tijuana. So we're closer to Mexico than to Los Angeles. Wow, that's cool. It's cool to know. It's new information to me. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I know you guys were all excellent in geography back in high school, and but I'm new here. I'm new here. Jill Scott Heron. Bendition. God bless you. See you next Friday. Go to the cinema.